My real role models have been, artists like Jackson Pollock, Bob Dylan, people like that. In art, it's been very much, I transferred at one point from Hampshire College to Princeton, I forgot to mention that, because Robert Smithson, the great earth artist who did Spiral Jetty, was going to be really running the creative arts program for a year. So I got in, I transferred, got in, and Bob Smithson died that summer, that August. He crashed his little plane in Texas. So Richard Serra, who was his best friend, took over and came in, and he was a huge influence. I mean, it was hard to get around him. I mean, he was so intense and really taught a lot. I remember he said one thing to me, you're not being an artist just when you're making art. It's sort of your whole life, and that was really important. And then writing influence. I had John Berger, who just died a year ago. The English critic, and he does everything. I mean, he was a painter himself, but he became, he wrote novels, he wrote criticism, he wrote philosophy. And he then moved to this peasant village in the Vaucluse in France, the middle of nowhere, and lived this sort of ideal life. He was sort of the last of the great English Marxists, So he was an enormous influence. I loved him. I wish I'd known him better. I only met him once.